Hello there. I got the bottle in for the Creation E Enigma split. It's all, as you can see, it's all decanted. Everybody's juice is out in the mail. Some of you should have it by now. So, I wanted to shoot a first impressions video, even though I already know what it smells like. This is the first experience I have with the Roja Dove line. So I thought it'd be a good idea, since I know a lot of people don't have a whole lot of experience with it, myself included. This is the only one I've smelled so far. Some impressions on this one specifically, and just see what it's like. It's this is the EDP version. It's not the pure parfum, so the bottle's a little bit different. Still got the gold ring, stuff on the sides there. Now, the first thing I noticed about this, take a look at this atomizer here. This thing is absolutely enormous. One spray is nuts. You don't need much when you put this on. So, anyways, the juice itself. This was originally described in a review and a few pieces of advice I'd gotten from some friends of mine that had smelled this, that it was somewhere in between Musk Aoud and tobacco vanille. And I have to say, it's kind of right. Probably a little bit closer to the Musk Aoud. It definitely does not have the sweetness of the Tom Ford, not even close. But there is a little bit of that tobacco in it. A little bit, not a whole lot. It definitely has a bit of that powderiness that comes through in the Musk Aoud. Again, without the cloying sweetness that some people don't like. I would not go as far as to call this a gourmand. Probably, yeah, there's a little bit of a florally fruitiness on top, very faint, but enough that it would be hard to classify this as a straight up gourmand, at least in the sense that the tobacco vanille and Musk Aoud are. The thing that has struck me about this is how extraordinarily well put together this is, and how high quality the ingredients are. You can tell that this is very well done. He's not messing around with this. There's no, I mean, whether or not it's synthetic, natural, who the hell knows? Frankly, I don't care. I don't buy into that debate. It smells natural. It smells like quality ingredients were used in this, and that's what matters the most. Whether it's synthetic or natural, who the hell cares? I've not actually worn this on my skin yet. I've only decanted it and now sprayed it on a piece of paper. And can actually start to smell some of the booziness come through here. I know that there's I believe it's a cognac note towards the bottom that's starting to come out. This is classified as for men, but I could see a woman pulling this off without too much difficulty. There's definitely some mild feminine components to it, feminine if you want to call it that. And it's good. Overall, I gotta say I'm very impressed by it. Very good juice. I can't really comment too much on longevity. As I said, I haven't worn it on my skin, but I would be surprised if this did not last quite a while, because this is quite strong on this piece of paper. When I decanted these into the atomizers, the room absolutely stunk of it. So this juice is strong. I can only imagine what the perfume concentration is like. Good Lord, that must be a bomb. So I would recommend it. It's difficult to describe. It does have some elements of the two that were described to me, the tobacco vanille and the Musk Aoud. But if you are big fans of those two, I wouldn't go running out buying this thinking it's the same thing. It's not. There are absolutely distinct characteristics about this, namely the bit of the sharp citrus on top and a couple of light florals that take it in its own direction. So it's definitely very unique in that sense. Time of year, I don't know. I would not say the summer, but at the same time, I probably wouldn't say the dead of winter either, just because it doesn't really smell like something you'd wear in the wintertime. Maybe that's just my own association with it. Of course, you have to make your own decisions, but I would probably peg this more as a spring and fall scent. But I would also be careful on the trigger on those days. I would probably go for it on a cooler spring or fall day. But very impressed. For a very pricey line, I'm quite happy with it. So, in that vein, I have decided to do a few more bottles from this house to get into two of his other bottles from the line for men, as well as two of his ouds. So they will be Fetish and Danger, both the EDP concentration. I'm not going to do the perfumes of those. It's not really worth it. From what I understand, they smell the same, or close enough. And two ouds will be Musk Aoud and Oud. Just plain Oud. So, if you are interested in splits of those, the prices for them, for the Fetish and the Danger, 10 milliliters will run you $33, 15 will run you $49.25, 20 will run you $67.75. Basically the same pricing as the Creation E. The Ouds are a lot more expensive. These are not cheap, unfortunately. They only come in the perfume concentration at $655 for a 100 milliliter bottle. Good Lord. So they are not cheap. So for that, we're offering smaller sizes. 5 milliliters will run you $37.50. 10 milliliters, $70.25. 20 milliliters will be $141.75. Throw a few other prices down below for other sizes for each of those. I have had these up for a little bit elsewhere, so that there still is room in all of them, and there's a few that are a little bit low. The Oud is low. There's only 15 milliliters left in that. Danger only has 20. Fetish has 50, and Musk Aoud has 45 right now. But I'll keep that tally going below. So that is that. If you're interested in those splits, let me know. They're all blind buys for me. I have no more information than is readily available out there as far as reviews go. But I can tell you, if the production quality of them is as good as it is for this, I'll be very happy, and I think you will be too. Really, really good juice here. Really just very well done. You can tell this guy knows what he's doing. One more bit of information I actually just found out before I turned my camera on. I was talking to a good friend of mine in the community, and apparently, I told him I would facepalm on camera, and I just did. Apparently Tom Ford has more new juice coming out. Not the London. That one's coming stateside soon. Apparently he's got a sort of, I don't know if it's a flanker subline of Neroli Portofino, but he's merging that into something this summer apparently called the Amalfi Coast Collection, and introducing two more scents to go along with Neroli Portofino in those little blue bottles, one of them called Mandarino, one called Formentera, I believe it was, going off my memory. Saw a picture of it. I don't know. It really sounds kind of dumb. Sounds like very boring, citrusy scents. They'll probably all smell like oranges and lemons and be very Italian in nature, and everybody will flock to them and think that they smell fantastic because they're easy to like, and boring as all hell. But it's too much. Too many of these. Stop releasing 6, 7, 8 bottles a year. This isn't a private blend anymore. It's just turning into his mainstream line. So that's that. I don't know anything else about it other than the name of it, and that summertime would make sense with names like that. And apparently in the blue bottles, who knows? It's all coming from a picture found on the internet. So that's that. So if you have any other questions about these juices, the Rojas, or anything else at all, get in touch. I would highly recommend giving the line a try. Yes, it is very, very expensive. At least the Aouds are in his perfume concentration bottles. But I would definitely give it a shot. So far, I can tell you from my impressions, it's worth the price tag. So I will talk to y'all soon.